In most countries, healthcare systems negotiate drug prices directly with pharmaceutical companies, making crucial drugs more affordable for their citizens. In America, that wasn't the case until recently, and that's the topic of this week's Healthcare Triage. Signed into law 2 years ago, in August of 2022, the Inflation Reduction Act made several changes aimed at strengthening the United States Medicare program that have finally come to pass. One of these changes allowed Medicare, for the very first time, to directly negotiate drug prices. And negotiate they did, determining maximum fair prices, or MFPs, for an initial set of 10 drugs. These drugs are all covered under Medicare Part D and will be covered at the new negotiated prices as of January 2026. Here's how it worked. The Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, or CMS, proposed an initial offer to the drug manufacturers, accompanied by detailed justification. Drug manufacturers came back with a counteroffer. Then meetings took place between CMS and the manufacturers to discuss the offers and work towards a price that both sides were comfortable with. For some examples, one drug prescribed for diabetes, heart failure, and chronic kidney disease decreased from $556 per month to $178.50 per month, a 68% decrease. Another drug prescribed for rheumatoid arthritis, psoriasis, and psoriatic arthritis decreased 67%, going from over $7,100 a month to $2,355. The result? If these negotiated prices had been set during 2023, we would have seen net spending on those drugs decrease by 22%, which translates to about $6 billion saved. This cut to government spending is great for all Americans, and the overall changes made to Medicare by the Inflation Reduction Act are especially great for seniors who've been struggling to afford their prescriptions. So, are there downsides? Well, maybe. As I wrote in a recent New York Times piece, some people are concerned about innovation. They think that cutting pharmaceutical profits will lead to less investment in developing new treatments. Another concern is that cutting what Medicare will pay for a drug will only inspire pharmaceutical companies to raise prices elsewhere, leading to higher costs for those with employer-sponsored insurance. And finally, there's a concern that drug companies will take these products with negotiated prices off the Medicare market. While these are real concerns, evidence so far suggests that the outlook is better than critics may think, and no pharmaceutical companies dropped out during negotiations, demonstrating that they are receptive to negotiations and have wiggle room on pricing. That's not to say that pharmaceutical companies are loving it, though. The industry has taken this to court on the grounds that it's unconstitutional, so we'll see where that goes. A $6 billion savings for this first effort is truly good news. However, as I wrote, Medicare Part D spends somewhere around $250 billion on drugs annually, so these initial changes don't have a huge impact on that budget. But it's a start, and hopefully one that will gain momentum and lead to noticeable decreases in the monster costs of American healthcare. Hey, did you enjoy this episode? You might enjoy this recent series we did on drug pricing. We'd appreciate it. If you'd like the video, subscribe to the channel down below. Consider going to patreon.com/healthcaretriage, where you can help support the show, make it bigger and better. We'd especially like to thank our research associate, Edward Lillaholm, and of course, our Surgeon Admiral, Sam.